Servus. So, we are now in video number 3. Again, I'm using this fractal method for my tracking. So let's jump in it. Was a pretty red day yesterday. So, but on most stocks, really not much changed. For FCEL, just little reminder, you had the peak here, lower high, MT, V, ABC, and the same again. For the movement yesterday, I mean, we had 3-4% minus yesterday, but for this stock, nothing happened. I mean, we fall a little bit under the trend line, but all in all, nothing changed. For our target is still $14. For the little tracking, you could still say, here's our V. Just to show an example for the little tracking, we could do that now, right now. You have here our V, little V. We have here our little higher low. We would have here our A. Here would be our little B. Here would be our little C. Then you put in a trend line again. And the trend line for B would be, for M would be this. So most likely your lower low would be this. Your M would be this. And your last time to sell would be this. Then you start again with, this is your V. It would be a little V under A to the low point of the little A. This would be a little higher low. This would be most likely I mean, for T, your A could be here. Your B should be here. Yeah, because of the pullback. I would even, I mean, on the smaller tracking, it's not so easy to see. I know normally A is around T, so it could be here. But we're just looking for the little pullback here. So I would A put like here. That's definitely B. Now we're looking for C, which would be our big A. And then we are looking for, if we are pullback, because I already showed we don't have to, but if you're looking for a pullback, it would be around the big A, which would be our big C, small C. Thing is, for the small tracking, I don't think we have to go that low for the V and the A. I would think about just a retest. But if we're going lower, yeah, this would be our pullback target for the small V and A. But all in all, I'm still looking for the big A pullback, then big B, and let's see what C is doing. Bed Bath and Beyond. I'm starting with the bullish variant. the funny thing is, even with the 9% yesterday, I wouldn't delete the bullish version. I still wouldn't. Because if you zoom in, the 9% really didn't change much. We are still in an uptrend, still high, doing higher low. So for the bullish variant, there's still a valid option that we already did big A, did already the pullback, and are on the way to big B, which is at $36. Then pullback and whatever. The stupid part is that you could say you got confirmation for the bearish variant yesterday too. Because we did our I will show that on the side by side. It's way easier to see then. So this was yesterday. And what it looks like would be this. So this is February 2020. And for the confirmation for the bearish variant, we would be exactly here. Because you come from M. We came up again. We were doing the M pattern or the W pattern. We did a higher right side and fall off. And fall off. So, yeah. For confirmation, for the bullish variant, I'm still 50-50, maybe not 50-50. I would give the bullish variant 40% and the bearish one 60%. Just because for memes, everything right now is lining up that Bed Bath & Beyond was selling warrants, GameStop was selling warrants, both are delusion. AMC announced yesterday that they will vote in December for 500 million more shares to dilute, which is doubling the float. So I would expect that all memes will drop till November, December-ish. Yeah, so I'm still 40-60. For confirmation, what we are doing, I would say, of course, if Bed Bath & Beyond is dropping and dropping and dropping, your breaking point to say we are really bearish now is breaking this point. So 872. For targets, I would say you're doing a lower low than this one here. So something in between $3 and $2.48. Then you could do a higher low than this. Or like in 2020, you're doing a new all-time low, which is anything under 252. But after that, you still have the same price targets. Your next price, you're doing a V if it's a higher low or a new all-time low. Then you're doing a higher low, and then your next target is $12, and then $36. For the bearish, for the bullish variant, you want to break this high again. You want to break 1269. Let's say you want to break 15. Because if you break 15, this would be this here. If you are over this level, you can say the bearish version is over and wrong. Yeah. Just wait. I mean, you could, no financial advice, you could play puts on Bed Bath and Beyond right now, because if we are bearish, that's a move you can make money on. We are just 50-50 right now. That's the problem. Maybe getting into a put position if we break this level, and getting into a call position if we break this level. For grab, literally nothing changed yesterday. For the overview, our peak, low, high, M, T, V, high, low, A peak already done. Still thinking, even with this movement, that A pullback is already finished and ready to go to B. So for grab, nothing changed yesterday. BLNK, for the overview, here's your all-time high, M, T, V, ABC, same again. For Blink, because I have a position, I took profit yesterday at market open. I still have a position, just because we were close to my price target, because my price target is 370, 350, and I already said A can be a little bit higher or a little bit lower. If this was the A peak, we are doing the little pullback right now, and after that we are going to our 26. The thing is, I know I said never showing indicators. We are getting, just for this, we are getting into overbought territory, and that's the only reason my calls were up 500%. And all in all, it doesn't matter how good the tracking is, how bullish or bearish you are. You should always, if you profit at that high, take profit. Because maybe you oversee something, maybe your target was too high. Just play on the safe side. You can still have runners left. What I mean with runners, let's say you have 60 cars, you're 500% up, you're selling 40 cars, and let's, or 50, and let's 10 to 20 cars still in there just for the runners. So you at least make money. So it doesn't really matter if this is A or this is A. Whatever you're doing the little pullback. Next target is B. SAVA. Just for the repetition again, this stock is always gapping down, doing bullshit. And 1, 2, 3 candle, 4 candles gap and gap fair, and it's doing this shit all the time. Also for SAVA yesterday, nothing really changed, because if you zoom in, this is just nothing. For the bearish, so for our bullish version, anytime we should do the gap fill, and our price target, our A, would be around 51. Then a little B, and then C. For the bearish alternative, I put this in here now. I would say for the little tracking, you did your V&A, which is the same thing for the big tracking. Here's your higher low, here's your A pullback, B pullback, and you would be around C right now. And you would pull back to 175-ish, 170, doing a B, higher low, and then you go. I also have another bullish perspective. I can show that side by side. For how this could look like right now. So, because we gap down, because this is a gap on the without extended hour zone, and find our V. After that, we're doing ABC. After that, we're doing ABC. Pull back, and then we gap fill. The thing is, if you compare these two side by side, this would be your B. This would be your A. This would be your B. And then the pullback, and then the pullback, and then you just go. So, in my opinion, where we could be is exactly here. This would be here. So I'm really interested what the stock is doing next. So C3.AI, same as the other stocks, really didn't do much yesterday. We still have our all-time high, LMT, V, ABC, falling into it again. I showed yesterday the bullish and the bearish variant. Just a small repeat of that. For the bullish one, V and A, finished, higher low, finished, and ready to go to your A target, $30, then to your B target. For the bearish version, which I'm still the opinion we already are too high, this would be your T, pullback, and the pullback would make a new low. And then we're doing a V, high low, and the same price target. For confirmation, if you're breaking 16, 17, then bearish version is in. For the bullish version, I said it yesterday. If you gap fill this, because it's a gap, and not rejecting here, the bullish version is perfect. GNS really did nothing yesterday. 0.15%. It's just nothing. All-time high, lower high, midpoint, T. We already did a peak. In my opinion, still, the pullback of A is already finished, and your next target is 80. For the bearish alternative, your target is 60 or 50 cents. If you're breaking under that 30 cents and so on, something is wrong with this. OCGN also just nothing. I mean, the whole market was right yesterday, and the stocks I'm showing really didn't change anything. It's crazy. For the bullish version, you have your peak, midpoint, last time to sell, V, hello, ABC, finished. C, lower high, M, T, V, high, low. Ready to go to A. Your A target would be around $70, B around 165 and whatever. For the bearish version, still, for the small tracking, you have still your V here. Your little higher low would be here. This thing would be your A, which is also working with T. Pullback of A finished. You're already in the B run, which would be around $3. And your C, and that's the bad part, would be exactly at the same point like A, big A. So, as I said yesterday, you would get, doesn't matter if bullish or bearish, you will get a pullback here. So for the bullish version, a little pullback, bounce somewhere in here, and then you go to B. For the bearish version, this is your little C, which would also be a lower high, the second lower high, the second lower peak. You wouldn't bounce. You will just do your peak, lower high, M, T, and make a new low. Yeah. So, in my opinion, whatever you do, take profit here. Take profit here. Wait for the bounce. If you see a bounce, get in again. If not, maybe playing puts. FFAI yesterday made me, I think, even more bullish. Just for the repletion, you have a peak, low, high, T. Find your low, and right now you're in your higher low. For price targets, for the dreamers, your A would be 155, your B would be at 3,000, and your C would be around 7. A lot of money. If we are doing that, okay, I don't know what I would do, but yeah, in my opinion, this won't happen. For realistic price targets, for your A, you have 4 or 5. For your B, you have $11-ish, and you won't break your C 150. You will reject here, and you will go down. What I mean, it made me even more bullish yesterday. We had 9% red date yesterday, but this only was the high low. I think if this level is holding, I mean, you could still drop a little bit, so let's say 136. It just have to be higher than this one. If this higher low is holding, you finish the V, your high low. Your next target for the big one is 446. For the small, this would be your A. This would be your B. And this would be your C. But just saying, every time FFAI is moving, there, same here. most of the time you don't see AB. You only see V, high, low, run, C top. Because it's a meme stock. And how many shares do they have? Yeah, and it's a small stock. It's only 137 million stock. So this is a fast mover. As I said yesterday, I think you won't get the possibility to say, here is my confirmation, I buy in. Because, as I said, V, high, low, and you go. So, yeah. Sorry. Last one for bull. I showed yesterday. Okay, just repeating again everything. You see top, low, high, MT, V, high, low. We are in A right now. For the tracking, I said yesterday, because I did the same mistake, I was bullish here because I had the opinion, yeah, this isn't V under A, but who cares? I'm bullish. We are going to be. Well, I said yesterday, I want my V under A, which is under $12. And then we knifed. Perfect. Because this could just easily go slowly grinding to the downside and so on. This thing is quick right now. It could still go stupid low from here, but hopefully not. My target is still under $12 for the B, high low, and then you go to B, which should be anything over $18. And I would say it would be something around 21, 24. You could also, how do you call it? With synchronization tracking, where you just flip the tracking, where you can say in here is your flip point, and you flip this. That would mean we are doing this from the right side to the left side. And right now, we are in this fall. So V under A, this V under A would be here. And after that, you have a very steep climb. So this could be quick. Could be. Okay. So this was the third video. Again, if we see a lot of changes, I will make a video tomorrow. Thank you for watching. See you next time.